Okay, today we're going to learn 2 greetings and 2 ways to say bye. We are going to learn how to introduce someone in third person, and we are also going to learn how to ask and answer 2 questions. This is how you say hello. Hola.
This is how you say goodbye. Adios. This is another way of saying hello. Que tal?
This is another way of answering the question and saying goodbye. Más o menos, hasta luego. This is a question you'd ask someone when you're meeting them for the first time. Buenos dias. Que tal? Which means good afternoon. How's it going?
In response to that, you'd say más o menos, which means fine.
This is another way of asking a question when you're meeting someone. Buenos tardes, which means good afternoon.
In response to that, you say hola, ¿cómo estás? Which means hello, how are you doing?
And to respond to that, I would say "Why estoy bien," which means excellent.
If you're trying to ask what someone else's name is, you either say él se llama or ella se llama. The L is for the boy and the ella is for the girl.
And then to reply, you would say ls, and then you would say their name.
A conjunction is breaking up the verb to make sense with each pronoun.
And this is a list of the different pronouns. There's yo, which means I, tú, which means you, él, which means he, ella is she, usted is you in the formal version, nosotras is we, with the boys included, nosotras is girls for we, and ustedes is also you.
These are some examples of how to use the verbs in a sentence. Yo soy de Indiana, which means I am from Indiana. Another example would be tú eres mi mejor amigo, which means you are my best friend.
To start this video, we will be teaching you how to count from 1 to 30. I'm going to start by saying 1 through 10. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez. Again, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez. Now that you know 1 through 10, it gets a little bit more tricky, but here's Carrie to teach you.
Okay, 11 through 20 starts out with once, doce, trece, catorce, dieciséis, diecisiete, dieciocho, diecinueve, and veinte. Again, once, doce, trece, catorce, dieciséis, diecisiete, dieciocho, diecinueve, and veinte. And then the other numbers.
I'm going to teach you 21 through 30. Number 21 would be 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and finally 30, which is 30. Again, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. That is how you count 1 through 30. To ask what the date is, you would say, ¿Cuál es la fecha hoy?
And then to tell what the day would, you would say SL, and then you would reply with the date. To ask what time it is, you would say ¿Qué hora es?
And in reply, you say son las and then the hour.
You use a form of ser when you state someone's location, identification, showing possession, day, date, and time.
A couple of examples of how you say ser is I'm from Colorado, which you would say soy de Colorado because you're stating where someone is from. Another example is ella es de España, which means she is from Spain.
You use a form of ser when you state someone's location, identification, showing possession, day, date, and time.
A couple examples of using ser is saying I'm from Colorado. You would say soy de Colorado because you're saying where someone is from. Another example is ella es español, which means she is Spanish.
You use...
For example, I'm in the house, you would say estoy en la casa because you were saying where you are at a present time. Another example would be el profesor está enojado, which means the teacher is angry. Another example would be Los niños están de pie, which is the children are standing.
When you see am is and are in a sentence, you need to use a form of sir or a star depending if it is showing feelings or location.
You use a star when you want to say how you are, how someone else is feeling, or stating where someone is at a present time.
When you see am, is, and are in a sentence, you need to use a form of sir or a star depending if it is showing feeling or location.
You use a star when you want to say how you are, how someone else is feeling, or starting where someone is at. Oh, messed up.
When you're referring to time, there's two different ways to relate to it. Y and menos. If you're using menos, then it has to be after the 30. And you do the time, and so menos means minus, and you would minus the time until the hour. And when you use Y, it is before the 30 because it's how much time is after the hour.